All right, we're moving on. We have some breaking inputs coming in. Amid violent protests in Bangladesh, there's a sensational claim that has been made by Sharif Omar Hadi, who is the kin of Osman Hadi, remember, who was killed in Bangladesh, after which we witnessed violent protests. He has alleged a government-linked plot behind the death of Osman Hadi. Murder aimed to derail upcoming polls, says Hadi's kin. Let's go across to Sinjoy Chaudhary, who's joining us in the broadcast with more details. This brings in a new twist, a sensational claim made by Hadi's family, who says this is a government-linked plot.
Yes, it's a sensational statement, as you said, almost shocking, saying that, well, the murder happened, and he actually indirectly blames the government for it. The government for the murder of his brother, so that there is so much disturbance in Bangladesh that the elections which are due on the 12th of February will not be held. It's important to hear what the government has to say on this, because that's a particularly important statement, and you would expect a reply from the government on this. So we'll have to wait and see what the Yunus government will say on this. The Yunus government, of course, is a government that has no mandate. It took over in August last year, and in these 15-16 months, there has been no election. The election which the army wanted later this year, perhaps this month, will be in February, and we will have to see what the government says and also what happens in the election. You know that the Americans, 5 American congressmen, have written to Yunus saying, please ensure you have elections, and please ensure that the Awami League is also a participant. The Awami League is currently banned. So let's see what the Bangladesh government, the Yunus government, has to say about all this.
Absolutely. In fact, Srinjoy, this is significant because it's Hadi's family that's speaking up. Before this, we heard some Bangladesh-based artists who spoke about the government's role, who in fact also brought in the Turkey-Pakistan link to all of this.
Yes, the whole point is, here is Osman's brother accusing the government. And this is absolutely sensational, actually shocking that this has come up. Now, we have to wait and see what the government says about it, because the government surely will have to reply to such an accusation.
There was a rally that was organized during which these sensational claims have been made, and Sharif Omar Hadi, who is the brother of Osman Hadi, says that this was done, that his brother was killed to derail the upcoming national election. There are some other inputs as well, in which there are people who are blaming the international intelligence, some pointing out the role of fascist allies.
Yeah, I mean, all these allegations are coming up now, but there has to be an investigation. First of all, there has to be a clear investigation to find out what actually happened and who was actually responsible for this. Once that investigation is done, only then can all these statements come out, because the report of the investigation is awaited. So once the report is out, once we know who actually was responsible, then a clear statement can be made, a clear decision can be taken.
Absolutely. There are 2 demands coming in from Omar Hadi. One, he's saying that elections should take place by February. He's citing his brother's wish, and he's also demanding speedy trial. But Srinjoy, he has given an ultimatum as well. So this is far from over, because there are warnings coming in that protesters will hit the street if the government does not fulfill their demands.
Yes, you can see that coming, that if there is another round of demonstrations, we'll have to see how the government handles that. Things are difficult enough as they are. But in this case, in total contrast to all these allegations made against India and other countries, this allegation is about the government of Bangladesh, the Yunus government of Bangladesh, in power since August last year. So it's a big statement, and we'll have to see how the government deals with it and how the government handles it and replies to it.
Absolutely. The Yunus government, and in fact, Yunus himself issued a statement in which he was seen offering condolence to the family of Osman Hadi. And ever since that, Srinjoy, you've had the advisors of the interim government issuing statements expressing their regret, displeasure, unhappiness, what you may call it, on the killing of a Hindu man in Bangladesh. But now there is a twist to the entire tale. The family claims that it's the government which is linked to this. Now, the ramifications of that, the impact of that in the protesters is something that the security forces over there, the government will have to sense and act upon it before this gets out of control. Thank you very much, Srinjoy, for getting us the details.